Should you watch Mickey 17 in theaters? My short answer is absolutely. I loved this movie. In fact, it was probably my favorite movie of the year so far. This is one of those that I strongly believe most people will enjoy watching. I'm Renee. I like to talk about movies, not deep dive, not overanalyze, just straight up surface level thoughts for the everyday movie fan. Mickey 17 is directed by Bong Joon, who is also the same guy behind the movie Parasite, and it stars Robert Pattinson, who plays multiple versions of the same character, Mickey. The story follows Mickey, an expendable worker sent on a colonization mission to a new planet where every time that he dies, he gets reprinted with some crazy technology and he's made into a new version of himself with the same memories. An accident occurs where the reprinting process is started, even though the current Mickey hasn't died yet, which is exactly where the story gets really crazy. The story is really fun, consistently entertaining, and told through a narrator, which makes things super engaging all throughout while watching this movie. The world building is fantastic in this movie. It's in a sci-fi futuristic setting, but one that is unsettlingly similar and realistic to our own. There's clear themes of power, exploitation, and how the people in charge don't really see individuals as people, but more so as tools to be used. I feel like quite a bit of people will be able to connect with this main theme that you see throughout the movie. Somehow, despite all of that, the movie is somehow really lighthearted and funny. This is a great dark comedy where the humor lands without taking away from that emotional impact. Now, it's not really like a sad or emotional movie by any means, but you will feel very strongly for the protagonist and you will cheer him on the entire time while at the same time hating everyone that's against him, which is a lot of characters in this movie. Robert Pattinson is the GOAT once again. He plays multiple versions of Mickey very well. Mickey 17 and 18 in particular are so unique and different from each other that you honestly forget that they're played by the same person. The visuals are also a standout here, like it is just a very cool looking movie. With that said, I wish the movie had been a little bit longer just to kind of explore some of those subplots that we didn't really get to see much of. But since it wasn't, I feel like that third act was a little bit too long, but I don't think it took away from the movie at all. Again, if it was up to me, I would have had more of this movie because I didn't want to leave this world or the character. Also, one other thing is that they never really explained why Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 are so different from each other. Like all the Mickeys up to 17 and 18 were pretty much the same, at least from what I could tell, but Mickey 17 and 18 were just so different, like night and day. But honestly, I don't really mind just because it worked really well for the story since it creates like a really good contrast between the main two Mickeys. The rest of the cast did really well. Some of them were kind of over the top, silly, funny, which I personally really enjoyed in this movie. But again, just be prepared to hate most of them because they treat Mickey really poorly. Overall, I loved Mickey 17. It's funny, it's engaging, it's really entertaining to watch, and it's exactly what I want more out of a sci-fi movie like this. It has a lot to say with its underlying messages, but it's not too annoying and not too in your face, so you can just kind of enjoy it passively. It's funny without losing that emotional core, and visually, it's really great. I definitely recommend this movie to everyone. To be honest, when putting together my thoughts for this movie, I had to try to find the negatives to talk about. So I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Easily my favorite movie of the year so far. But as always, watch movies, form your own opinions, and I'll see you on the next one.